Let's go. Let us dig. Huh? Make we dig. Let us dig. And find out how Mark Golding's father got here if it was on the Queen Elizabeth's ship. Let's dig. Let us dig. You don't have to go too far for this one. Let us dig and find out why Mark Golding and his mother and other Tapanaris demonstrated against the relocation of the Mona Commons squatters when the PMP wanted to relocate them close to his father's treasured hospital and area of the rich people. Let us dig. Make we dig and try find out. Make we try find out Mark Golding to go demonstrate against them and his affidavit that is in the court record. Can we find that? Can we find Mark Golding's affidavit in the court record? What they had to say about the Mona Commons Negroes, what they were going to do to the area with their loud noise. Huh? How they were going to turn the area into such a quote-unquote ghetto. Let's dig. You can't come on no neutral platform or no labor right platform with no nonsense. Y'all are cowards. And the only thing you can do when any labor right brave enough to venture into any PMP box we want to take over, all you do is kick them out. All y'all do is kick them out anytime they present facts. So y'all have to stay in our little hole with no nonsense. That's all you have to do. Let us dig. You lovely me. See the box there. Let's check who is the coward. You're not going to try it. You're not going to try me on a Saturday morning. You're not going to try me on the Sabbath. I dare you. I plead the blood of Jesus. I dare you. You're not going to try. None of y'all going to try. You're not going to try me. You're not going to try Winner. Let me put me after. You're not going to try Joshua. You're not going to try Winner. You're not going to try Travi. You're not going to try Lashika. You're not going to try Chuck. You're not going to try Chopper. You're not going to try. You're not trying nobody with no intelligence. Facts. You're not going on Madam Speaker's platform. Ask Jordan. My virgin Jordan. They don't give him a chance to tell one lie. As you tell a lie, so boop, pop, letter belt, boop, pop, pop, pop. That's why I can go up on Mr. Patmore platform and then come next day, come disrespect him. Because I don't want to hear the truth. I cannot handle the truth. So I have to come call him dunce. Y'all can't handle the truth. None of you know. Can't go up and deck stand them. No way do we deck stand them then. None of you know. None of you. None of you know. Me guarantee that every single time me never yet dep on a platform with any of you know or see you on a platform with any labor rights supporters. I want to make any salient point. Never. Jesus Christ. Not to mention the dunce woman. Mighty God of Daniel. You can't be done so every day of your life. You have to at least one day come with less dunceness. Aye. Let us listen to more.
Basically, wait a man, and everybody verse pants. No, we're not violent, and everybody verse pants something. Because teasers like how we will research certain thing and do certain thing. You know, but no, but you have to listen.
Me can't see through that. everything we see TC say ma debunk it and Jaga
can't see that, Richard. Me can't
Okay,
see
me see that. Me never did last.
TC say
Three night me on the platform, brother.
Listen, you about 2 hours ago, you know, me ask him about the
Three night now me did Richard, I'm here tell you the truth, brother. The man have a drink, brother, then give him a drink. As God. Can't believe in that.
everything TC said in debunk
You can't believe a fact more that. Believe you.
everything say if I everything what TC say, he debunk it. Everything.
Okay, me never
Richard, go over there, go listen, Richard. Go over there, go listen to yourself.
everything what me I said to him, you know. You see, like all the court case, me tell him, say, you see, anytime you have a court case and there's a decision, and me say everything what you see me, I tell you, what happening at the court case. Me ask him about it. Me ask him if the eviction was legal. Him say yes. Me say what is the process towards in order for evict? Him say you go to court and you get the permission. Me say what is the next step? Him don't have a clue. Me say the next step would have been going to the parish council. Now the mayor himself tell you say he don't know about it.
Can somebody educate me on that, please? I honestly do not know. I did not know that when the Supreme Court of the land and the appellate court render a verdict to get off a person's property and pay the person for trespassing and remove your structures, I did not know you have to go back to the parish council. I beg your pardon. So we have to go to the parish council after the court? After the court order? I am very, very, very ignorant to such argument. Can somebody type in the chat and inform me on that, please? I am out. This is above my pay grade. This is above my... Google is your best friend. Google is your best friend. Google. Man live in England. In a shop. Google. Do you have to go to the parish? I really feel fooled with this. I feel fooled. Well, there's nothing called a foolish question. There's nothing called a foolish question. So when the Supreme Court in America ruled Donald Trump have to go back to the lower courts, just asking. No, you do not go to the parish council, now known as the municipal corporation, to enforce or deal with an eviction after a Supreme Court ruling. And because Mr. Patmore did not agree, this is them crucifying him today. One man I say him drunk, one man I say him not intelligent. Mr. Patmore, come home. Come home. Erica, you have to Google. Erica, you have to set example. Then if I don't Google it, then go and say I make it up. And I don't too. I don't want to call me dunce. Let them call Google dunce. Huh? Here say, local municipal authorities have no jurisdiction over court-ordered evictions. Instead, any further action must remain entirely within the judicial system, and that is their Minister of Research. That came from their Minister of Research. You know who is their Minister of Research? Alvaro. The man said, Mr. Patmore is a dunce because him did not know this, and all of them laughing. And the 9th grade dropout. And Mr. Blair, my brother, Mr. Blair is in the box and did not correct them. Mr. Blair, who I think is playing dumb, because I really respect the man from back in the tasty days. Him say him know me.
The next step would have been going to the parish council. Now the mayor himself tell you say he don't know about it. So therefore, the first step you're supposed to take, the first.
What? What? The parish council, mayor, would have authority over the Supreme Court of the land? What a thing. Jesus. Jesus. Let's listen to another idiot.
Yeah, I told her
Let's check out another idiot.
about it, and then I told her,
Jesus Christ, man.
I was like, I won. I was like, just don't.
Tampa turn PNV now.
Especially one they call themselves Chopper.
Every Tampa turn PNV now.
Especially one they call themselves Chopper. Let me tell you straight up. And he can speak openly. I have no problem with a man if he want chop. Because them chop us during slavery. So nothing wrong if we chop them up. Papa. Let me tell you straight up. And he can speak openly. I have no problem with a man if he want chop. Because them chop us during slavery. So nothing wrong if we chop them up.
Chop them, my boss.
When you bingo and you score, my only problem with the chopping is when you bingo and you score. Use the money wisely.
Yes.
Set up yourself.
Yes.
Open a business.
Yes.
Make sure mommy look good.
Yes.
Make sure your baby mother look good.
Yes.
But don't take the money and use energy and wash car. And use US dollar like cigarettes.
Alright.
Full business.
True.
There's a reason why money is called liquidity.
Yes.
It's liquid. And if you don't tie it on your hand, it leak out your hand no matter what you have.
Yes.
So nothing wrong with what.
In other words, the reason why money is called liquidity, if you throw any sip on it, it will go wash out of your hand. And if you throw any sip on the money, it will go disappear. Don't throw any sip on the money, it will go so, because it's a liquid. And it will go converted back to liquid. If you throw any sip on it, it goes, yeah. That is who they sent for. Because the two lawyers, tricksters, conmen, the two conmen, yeah, could not look in the camera and present the same nonsense that they stood there and listened to. Yeah? They could not. So the same man who then kicked to the curb, fi chop, is the same man who pop off a leg and chop the line. Them go draw for. Same ideas. Chop your way to the top. Is the life breaking up? Is the life breaking up? I'm getting in and out connection. If you're breaking up, I've got you. Okay, good. Yes. Yes, of course. It's called chop your way to the top. Chop your way to the top. Good. Yeah. Chop your way to the top. Let's go, boss. Let's go, my chopper, boss. Let's go chopping, boss. Let's chop our way out of this. Make we chop our way out of this box cover here. Yeah. That's all you have to do. But I take no chat. Youth and youths. Just find a way to chop the system because you were going, a white man used to chop. You see government a chop. So just go chop too. Yeah. Don't go look no work. Don't get a skill. Just go chop. Yeah? And when you get caught, you just tell the man in my jail, say, I chop your chop and come to jail. Chop on me a food, so you are going to come out, me a go now, me a say that thing back for you. When you chop or defraud the government and you get caught, make sure, say, these people who are telling you to rob and steal people things, make sure them pay a legal fee. But they're not going to. This politician will never look at you. How many youth, yeah, got unalived by other choppers and they paid for the burial? These people are telling you now to chop. How many youths get unalive in other something there? Where them I take care of the youth them dead left, beating them, or the youth them family? How much of them? That is the PMP, and that is the PMP supporters them, some of them, mindset. Because Michael Manley did put that in a whole heap of them parents and then grandparents and then great-grandparents' mind. So when you see, it belongs to you. It will shear up and just give you socialism. Then call it democratic socialism. Where me work hard and you will do a little bit of sitting. Or you not do nothing. But me must get the same lifestyle like you. Me if you work hard, pay taxes, get less money, so me can take care of you. We're in your house when me out in the sun at a bun up. When me I try look better for my pitney them, you can stay there and eyes my property. And what the PMP is hoping for, they're hoping, that's why they're all calling for a revolution. They want a revolution because them have them eyes set on your properties. The PMP supporter them, especially the one where you see on the internet, them already pick them spot. Them already pick your business if you come running. Them already pick your house. That's why you see them always at about Andrew Wellness's house. You see? That is a mindset. Them already see your car and think say one you have. Because why you want 2 cars? Them look on your land, you have too much. Why you do it so much? Why you do it so much land? Any day name day, y'all make the mistake and put back these criminal-minded exploiters, criminal supporters back in government. Kiss goodbye to a developing Jamaica. Yeah? And any day you think say me out here attack, just forget a some form of appellation. You think I'm me alone down there build up things? You believe say I'm me alone down there invest? Woe be unto you. Put them back in power. And you will see. They're not even hiding it. When a man come tell you say, you have to get back a house. You have to, and bet me pan it, you have to get back a house. And if a board house you did have, you have to get back a concrete house. Luckily, we have a prime minister. We're not afraid of them rhetoric. And him just come make you know, say, there were people in the line before them. So if you don't want to vote against that, go and go vote against that. There were people in the line before them who were doing everything right. That is the reason why they're creating opportunities so people can upgrade them status. That is the reason why they're creating opportunities. That is the reason why you can go hard and get a bachelor's degree and stipend for go. And if you can't get in, you can contact somebody, Dana or Morgan. They are accessible. That is the reason why they had the solidarity program. Yeah? Where the same PMP, them will go tell us that people are suffer. Them never assist in signing up people for the solidarity program to get benefits. How much people them register to the PATH program? How many? They don't want that. It's not help them want. As a matter of fact, me PMP I said them no want no help from no labor right. PMP they want to come help them. Put them back in power. You see how them rush Andrew Wellness I say him never did run go build house for the people them with the donation money and we might act slow. Can you imagine if Andrew Wellness had put 20 houses on the man's property in Trelawney and the man bucked them down according to the madman and the man bucked them down? What y'all will be saying this morning about the donation? You'll be saying Andrew Wellness rush and go put up house on people's land, right? Because people were saying it was their land. And Andrew Wellness is saying we have to verify that. So we have to do proper checks before we can just go put up concrete structure on people's place. Did you remember that? So now you realize why there are procurement guidelines. Now you realize. Now you realize that he who rush and speed must crash. That's why Mark Golding crashing out of the People's National Party leadership. He's crashing fast. Notice who him go country with? Chap the Lion. Gone are the days. When you think about politics and politicians and them something, you expect say, you don't have, even though people that say them not trust politicians, but you don't never expect say that come hear politician and tell people for thief. And it is accepted. You would never think say that here politician that come say they make picnic feel up them body and them breasts. To check if it real and it is accepted. Never. One time on Multi Perkins them and them people when they on radio and people used to speak on political situation. Them would have condemn them things there. Yeah? No, it's all free. Free for all. Say what you like. Anything you want to do. Stroke the microphone in a parliament like you're stroking a penis and long with your tongue and pretend as if you're sucking it. Accepted. But so now we have people who can come tell people if it chop line, broke off a bedfoot and carry go say you did live somewhere where you never live. And that is accepted. And if me and you talk about it, fire burn for we have fight ghetto youths, we have fight poor people. The government make people poor. How government make you poor? And when you get the gun them, and you want a brother them you are alive, and your sister them, and a molest the pitney them, and a bad up people and a take them boy pitney and put gun on them man. How is it government to make you poor? How is it, am I to still believe in a 2026? That a government to make you poor when you get when you get a gun? When you not shipping the barrel them and you shipping the gun them from foreign. Look all the news that come out from the other day. Look who them say a ship gun in our country. And when you ship the guns to the country and you friend them and you gang them, pick up the guns them. Yeah? Who them turning the guns on? Is government a putting in the situation we're into? Is government make everybody a suffer? But when you get a me hear a woman on the internet, and the woman say, Andrew wants to get rid of the good dons them. And him is now the don. Make that sink in. Andrew wants the don them where you get rid of it better than you. Make that sink in. That's the Jamaica we want back down. Other Jamaica don't want though. When that don can't tell us if you go to your bed. When a Dan can't tell us if you come off of the road. When a Dan can't take your little daughter and say she not go no more school and breed her. And take your little boy and tell him say I have to go do badness. And some of them molest the little boy them too. And when they molest the little boy them can't talk. Bad man, batty man. When they molest the little boy them can't talk. So because them can't talk and them a live with that demon there. Them just take up gun to and them get wicked. And them call. Because them already hurt. And hurt people. Because the bad man, batty man, already hurt him. And everybody in the comments say, amen when people say these things. Everybody in the comments say, talk no man. A true ya talk. That is the Jamaica we want. That is the society we want. That is a society where we are going to sit down and allow for take away our hard work, ambition, intentions, dreams, for a peaceful, developed Jamaica. At that we are going to sit down and then we talk about say, oh, we know if we go on the internet and we know if we do this. Are you crazy? You're sick, man. You're sick, man. We must sit down and make done said PMP, corrupt the people in mind. If you tell them, say, if you get a court order, it have to go back to the parish council. And y'all think that should be left unattended to. I beg your pardon. So let's listen to the chopper boss. What the chopper boss I say? Because I'm going to believe the chopper boss because I'm a big politician. And who am I? The girls them sugar. I mean, the girls them sugar. Huh? Girl, some sugar. This is Chopper Boss again. The coward them put out the Chopper Boss. He come make a fool of himself. Because them couldn't do it. That is how coward Mark Golden is. That's how coward he is. That's how coward he is. Yeah. The Prime Minister cannot stay silent. This is his talk. The Chopper Boss is back. The Chopper Boss is back. Yeah, Chopper Boss. Why is it this phone is so slow?
The following is a release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
This is Dennis Meadows, People's National Party Constituency Chairman for Trelawney Northern. Early Tuesday morning, bulldozers tore through the community of Cooper's Pen, and by daybreak, 20 homes were gone. More than 40 of my fellow residents of Trelawney are now sleeping under tents with nowhere else to turn. Here is what most people don't know. Back on May 1, 2012, the Ministry of Housing under the People's National Party government of Portia Simpson Miller placed a caveat on the title for the lands at Cooper's Pen. That caveat is still here today. It means nobody can deal.
You know why them send you out? To talk such nonsense? Yeah? Because them not rate you. You notice them stood right beside you and make you make a fool of yourself. How can a caveat still be active if the person or the ministry that put the caveat unlawfully on the man place against the court orders? How could that caveat still be in effect if the case was thrown out, if the appeal to go to trial was thrown out, if they lost the ability to have a stay upon the man property? How could that caveat still be active? But of course, them clown you again. You were not good enough to represent them in the election because them have you as a chopper, boss, or enabler. So what them do? Them send you out now to rile up idiots, to plant corrupted seeds. Why don't you speak the truth about what happened in 2012? Why don't you speak the truth that the PMP went into court and told the judge that if they took away the squatters from the place, or demolish it, or remove them, or kick them off, there will be unrest, turmoil? Why don't you tell the people them that the PMP said that about the people here? Huh? Have you read the court documents? The PMP said there was gonna be social turmoil. Do you believe that is why they had to take the police and go take out the men, because the PMP said they were violent and they wanted to take precautions? Do you think about that, Mr. Meadows? Did you know the PMP said it was a vibrant community? Means well developed. Did you know the PMP tried to use Section 4, 6, and 25 of the Housing Act? And the judge threw out all three? Did you know that? The judges 4 times. And 2 lawyers stood beside you and the leader of your party and make you clown yourself. How can a caveat be active if the case was thrown out? and the appeals. How could it be a valid caveat when the PMP went against the court order and placed a caveat on the man land when they were supposed to tell the people them to pack up and leave? Why don't you take some responsibility as a PMP to say y'all fooled the people for years and years? That's the reason why they're saying in the background when y'all are there, we're not going to get no liar again, because they're tired of being used and fooled. That is the reason why they want immediate assistance. Because they're tired of being used as a political pawn. We're not still a try to do till today. Go and read the court documents, Mr. Meadows, and stop make a damn fool of yourself. You can't be any fooler than who you were when you go tell the boy them to chop, rob people, scam people, and then kick your way, dash your way, fling your way. Are you just trying to beat that day when you were such a fool to be? You want a fooler than that? You really want a fooler than that? A man with such a strong Philip Paul sounding voice. Jesus, man. Have some decency. Have some respect for yourself. Stop make the PMP clown you. Stop giving people them false hope. But caveat upon the place and nobody can do nothing with the land. Stop selling people them fake dreams. If you only tell the people them from the order was granted to the people who own the land to pack up and go somewhere else or relocate them wouldn't continue to build and build and build and build and have pitney till pitney come big and pitney have pitney and pitney so we now can see the children them out the door. Take some responsibility for abusing the people them for political gain. And you're still in the middle of this, in the middle of despair, in the middle of this crisis, you still a try fool them. How heartless, Mr. Meadows. How evil. How iniquitous, big word. How iniquitous, how insincere. Those were not my words. Those were the words used by more than one judge, more than one justice. The justices said you exploited the people's ignorance. And I mean, so it's another court record. Maybe a little paraphrasing. But you can't be dumber than who you are. And who you were, and how you were, when you come tell people to chop. You really want to beat that? You don't want to beat that, brother? Come back better, man. If the people are going to give you back a chance, brethren, come back better, bro. Come back better. Mighty God. Let me say, make you listen to more nonsense.
This property without the consent of the sitting Minister of Housing. And that minister is no greater person than the Honorable Prime Minister, Andrew Holness. So the Prime is no greater person than the property without the consent of the placed a caveat on the title for the lands at Cooper's Spell. That caveat is still here today. It means nobody can deal with this property without the consent of the sitting Minister of Housing. And that minister is no greater person than the Honorable Prime Minister Andrew Holness.
Mr. Meadows, is Andrew Holness above the Supreme Court and the appellate? Just think what you just said, or what you posited. Do you believe the Prime Minister is above the law? Do you believe the Prime Minister? All right, let me give you something easier. Since you want to act the fool. When the Supreme Court ruled on the state of emergency, could Horace Chang go against such ruling? That's your homework. That's your homework. That's your homework, boss. That's your homework. Listen to me. You people are so evil. You people are so wicked. Let me not say wicked. Iniquitous. That you don't even realize that there's a time and place for everything. For you to go in and play politics and say the Prime Minister can rule or overrule or override the Supreme Court's order. It is ridiculous. Huh? Am I not finding this? Let me read the conclusion for you of this case, yeah? Let me read the 2016 ruling for you, since you want to play a fool. Section 46 of the final ruling on this matter. The Housing Act and the Land Acquisition Act do not provide for the compulsory acquisition of privately owned land in order to transfer an interest to a community of persons who have occupied those lands despite the efforts of the owner to evict and in defiance of orders of the Supreme Court. I share the view of my brother McIntosh J. This is the last judge that ruled on it. The Constitution protects private property and does not provide cover for the acquisition of private property in order to regularize the unlawful occupation of squatters. I have not been shown any authority that imposes an obligation on a private landowner to make available his land to a community of persons in unlawful occupation in order to prevent those persons bringing of social unrest. We want to tell the judge them, or say when I want to document on the affidavit, say the people them are going to revolt if they're not given the opportunity to stay upon the man land. Maybe that's the reason why they took the police them. Because the PMP said them are going to be violent. The Constitution does not reserve the right to ownership of large tracts of land to persons of any particular social class, color, or creed. You hear that big idiot Mutabaruka? So whether the man is white, pink, or black, he has a title for the land. McIntosh J. was driven to describe the earlier application on behalf of the occupants as insincere and iniquitous. Again, the meaning for that means wicked, immoral. No doubt because of the total disregard for the defendant's fundamental rights, which is the landowner. This court has formed the view that the hardship that has been visited on the defendant appears to be a consequence of a view on which public officials and the claimant seemed to have acted, that Mr. Chisholm, not being from a line of traditional large landowners, has no right to ownership of such relatively large tracts of land. You hear that, Mutabaruka? So he's not from the class that you're putting him in, according to the court records. And that is what the PMP running around trying to put in the people their mind, that he is not deserving of what is his. So the court says, this court has formed the view that the hardship that has been visited on the defendant appears to be a consequence of a view on which public officials, which is the politicians, and the claimant seem to have acted, that Mr. Chisholm, not being from a line of traditional large landowners, has no right to ownership of such relatively large tracts of land. If I am correct in that view, the remedy to that malady is an emancipation of those minds so enslaved. The judge said, free uno dirty heart and come. And that the judge has said, free up uno dirty bad mind. Free up uno ready eye. Let's get to 100,000 likes. Hour on the hour. 5 minutes after 5 here in Italy. The judge said, free up on a corrupted, dirty heart. Where things are because we not come from a rich background. Same way like on the things are because Andrew Wallace not come from uptown and them not come from the affluent class, him nothing have money. And the same thing the judge has said. And the same thing we not try with the man and in land. PMP no likes the people prosper. PMP, no for our supporters and the PMP leaders, followers, members have a problem when poor people, when black people, when ghetto people make it in a life. And the same thing when I try to do to Andrew Wellness, when you get money from. That's why Big Sambo Oral Tracy could have come ask, but the people them just want to know how you get so rich. And that's the reason why I can't understand how a youth like me come from board house, work hard, save me money, tour non-stop. Buy me little things them, buy up me little things them, buy up me little land them. When you don't see me I develop them now, when you think say people give to me, I'm not deserving. So when you want riot, when you want that social unrest, me man a threaten. Man a call me phone, man a send message to me, I say, oh, upon me land me I go dead. And the same I come kill me. Because him a terror on a campaign for PMP and I help them in a Trelawney if win vote. And here comes me, I support labor right. So Gager, every day him send me a message saying I kill me. And I report it and the police still not act yet and lock him up. The claimant's application is dismissed. You hear that, Mr. Meadows? Everything went through the window with that. The claimant application is dismissed. The defendant's application to strike out the claim is granted. Mr. Chisholm claim to strike out all the nonsense about caveat and section 4 and section 8 and section 6 and section 11 and section, all of that was struck down. You have no leg to stand on. What do you want Andrew Williams to do? Rule against that? Or override that, excuse me? Overrule that? It says, cost to the defendant to be assessed on an indemnity basis. Work out a payment plan. The cost ordered in this claim and the cost of damages awarded by McIntosh Jade be paid before any further step be taken in this matter. That means, let me educate you upon something, Mr. Meadows. Let me tell you something, Mr. Meadows. Big up all the people who are trying to help the people who are out the door now. But since you don't want to play political football, let us play football. If the people for the land are to take it to the next level, them have a whole heap of money to collect from the government. Learn that. You see what it say? All of the money have to be paid up before you can even try go privy council. It said right here, any further step to be taken on this matter. That's all a fool. Why you think the two lawyers them stood beside you and did not say anything in that regard? Why you think? Because them a clown you. Proven Mark Golden family business. You think so nobody can go take no land where them have there for develop on and build up no infrastructure upon it? Proven in a development, in a real estate development. Who can go up on none of them land there? Go put up no infrastructure, especially concrete infrastructure for Mark Golden people them land. Mark Golden buy a house in a Jamaica. I'm saying have no house in a Jamaica. You think so that big old pretty house that nobody can just come move in at that? Eh? Trespassing, jail. When you are trespass on somebody's property, or you have anything a trespass on anybody's property, whether cow, goat, or human, then can call police and take you off. The police is not just for poor people and black people in our country. Or ghetto people. The police that they serve everybody. Or the Chinese them too. Just like when we, Jamaican, go foreign, and if anybody breach we rights or violate we call the foreign police. Them not ask if a Jamaica we come from. Them not say we say them can't intervene because we are Jamaicans. Y'all can't be this dunce. But we not try to trick the people them. We not further exploit them ignorance. So them can, you see what you do? You see what you do? You make sure say I try to pin it on Andrew and say him can.
We need to go to Garden House.
You try to pin it on Andrew and say him can do something against the court's order. Then if Andrew Williams is bigger than the Supreme Court, you know, think same could have just fling with the Integrity Commission and never have to go try get no form of judicial review. You know, think same than do that. You know things if Andrew Jones is bigger than the Supreme Court, already when them rules say, them now struck out section 14.5 of the act that them trying to use against him. You know things them that say, yo, shut down the Supreme Court. Are you trying to tell me that Andrew Jones is above the law, Mr. Meadows? Are you trying to tell me that Andrew Jones is bigger than the law? Then on the PMP them are run around. I pray for the Supreme Court. Find him in breach of the Integrity Commission Act. Are guilty of illicit enrichment. How not hope for that? If he's that powerful. You know, so one have no sense. One don't want to fool people. One to present Andrew Jones like him above the law. But one don't want to crucify Andrew Jones when you call upon the same court for act. Make up your mind, man. Make up your mind, Mr. Meadows. Stop exploit the people in ignorance. We don't do it for how many years? Have fooled the people them, I take the people them for idiots. We don't go behind the court and take out a caveat for the man land. And the judge chided, you know, for doing it. The Minister of Housing got to take out a caveat for the man land after the judge ruled